the three of us, just playing stuff we like. Brand new stuff, classic stuff from back in the day, your requests, local metal. So if you're in a local metal band, send me your stuff. If I like it, I'll play it. Sometimes people will send me stuff, and it just doesn't scratch me where I itch. But I always love hearing what's happening locally in Northeast Ohio with metal bands. So 10 o'clock tomorrow night, 2 hours to midnight here on The Buzzard, 2htm@WMMS.com is the email for anything you want to hear, or send me whatever your band's doing. And then Sunday night, I'll be at the Kiss show with floor tickets in hand. Not for me. Oh, no. We're doing a Show Us Your Buzzard event, which means if you're not wearing Kiss gear, wear a Buzzard shirt. And if you're up in the nosebleeds, I can walk up and put you on the floor. Corey's going to be there. Stansbury's going to be there. We're all going to have floor tickets. So if we see you and you're wearing MMS gear, it could be you and whoever you're with, you're +1 going down to the floor for the very last Kiss show ever, *, in Cleveland. I don't know what the over, I haven't checked FanDuel. I don't know what the over-under is on this actually being it for Kiss. The only thing that makes me believe that it might at long last be true is I think they're ready to hang it up. I think for a long time, this is going to come as a shock to some people, but Kiss like to market themselves in a certain way.
What?
And I think in the mid-'90s, they were like, hey, we're going to do a farewell tour. And they packed the house. What I will say is I think personally I overestimated how popular these final Kiss shows were going to be. And I think it's kind of a boy that cried wolf situation. Because before they announced the Cleveland date, I bought tickets to see Kiss in Detroit. That show is happening tonight. And then the next week, or 2 weeks later, they announced, hey, they've added a Cleveland date. So I'm like, God damn it. Obviously, I'll go to Cleveland. And I'll just sell my Kiss tickets for Detroit. Because I figured these will go in 48 hours. The very last Kiss show, they're going to be doing Detroit Rock City, the whole bit. I'm going to eat those goddamn tickets.
You couldn't sell them?
Nobody
wants them?
I got to the point where, like, when we were in Louisville, my wife was talking to her dad, and I go, hey, ask your dad if he wants to go to Kiss. He can just take my tickets, because otherwise they're going to go to waste. And that show is tonight. And I kind of get it. Like, you know, if you're a Kiss fan, you've seen them 20 times, and you saw them on the last farewell tour. But I don't know. I thought for sure I'd be able to flip those tickets. And not.
You're not even asking for, like, above market, right? Like, you're just asking for whatever
I chopped them way down. Yeah, I'm going to eat a good chunk of, you know. But anyway, Kiss in Cleveland is Sunday night. And I'll have floor tickets for somebody. So if you're there, have some Buzzard gear on. I got a grand for you here in a few minutes. You know, we've talked about the fact that if you've seen the signs, no doubt. Yes on issue 1, which is whether or not you think women should be forced to give birth in the state of Ohio. Yes on issue 2, yes on 1, and you'll see no on 1, no on 2 signs as well. There's 2 sides to it. Yes on issue 1 means that you value women having autonomy over their own bodies. There are a lot of people who don't want that. They think that women should be a broodmare for the state. That no matter what the situation, forced birth is what those people want. And yes or no on issue 2 is whether or not recreational marijuana will be legalized in Ohio. And both of those right now are running majority yes on both, right? Those are, issue 1 is a much more divisive issue, I think, than issue 2. But, you know, polling and things that they do, women's right to choose is much, the majority of people are voting in favor of that. The marijuana issue is a different thing because everybody's kind of got their own vibe on that. not everybody is affected by a marijuana issue, and so some people, I think, might be a little bit more wishy-washy on it. But the Senate president in the state of Ohio has already said that if the marijuana issue passes, he's got no problem just ignoring it, just repealing it if the voters approve, which you know when the voters love when you ignore what they want. You know how much they love that. And Republicans are way into that right now, way into that. Back in the day, they were more kind of like, hey, keep government out of my life. Now they love it. So the Senate president is basically going, yeah, if the will of the people is that recreational marijuana should be legal in Ohio, I'll just ignore that. He says it's a mental health issue, which is like now the go-to now is mental health, right? They're always so concerned about mental health. They always slash funding for mental health programs, but still, boy, really, really concerned. If only there was something we could do. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. But if you're a yes on one, yes on two person, that should make you concerned. That, yeah, I think that if people, first of all, I didn't even realize that was something that was within the power of whoever the president of the Ohio Senate is.
Yeah, that seems wild.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you guys want this? Yeah, I don't like that. Because the majority of people on both issues looks like they'll be voting yes, which is, make no mistake, the way to go. But marijuana legalization, because medical marijuana is already legal, but, you know, once people kind of get the information on what's going on out there and the financial benefits of the state, blah, 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 they find that the yes on recreational marijuana in Ohio is like around 70%. So it's not exactly a wedge issue, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I got $1,000 here for you. It's from the Buzzard bookie.
That's a lot of weed.
Yeah, it sure is. Mm-hmm. Medical or otherwise. $1,000 here. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Yeah.
Happy DoggFather Day, by the way. Today is Snoop Dogg's birthday, which is the halfway point. It's the half birthday of 420, and Jimmy Kimmel last night declared with a
wait, what's going on?
It's
Snoop's
Dogg,
52 today, right?
Yeah,
he's my age. Yeah,
he's 52 today, and Jimmy Kimmel declared 10/20 as DoggFather Day.
DoggFather Day.
Yeah,
okay,
the DoggFather.
Yep.
And basically, it's 420 Part 2 because it's Snoop's birthday. And on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night, he did this whole big presentation. And Snoop was actually like a little bit emotional about it. It was actually really cool.
Yeah, he's a pot-smoking staple.
I didn't see it. But Snoop, absolutely. I'm curious what projects he says no to. Because Snoop is very much kind of like, hey, if you dig me, I dig whatever you're into. There's no point in not stacking cheddar. He's in these Corona commercials with Andy Samberg and like Eli Manning, which I love because it's so completely random. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody in the marketing department was like, they just had a wall full of celebrity photos and they closed their eyes and they threw darts and they opened their eyes and they go, okay, Andy Samberg, Snoop Dogg, and Eli Manning. So, DoggFather. So, Kimmel just unilaterally decided this, or?
Well, he was talking about how
the city
in
of Los
his
Angeles?
family, there's Crystalia.
There's what?
Crystalia is just walking across the street.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is he in town?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is,
I
actually.
think he's at the Agora tonight.
Oh, okay.
Should I chase after him?
Chris! No.
That's all right.
Nope.
You're a little old.
Yeah.
All right.
But Snoop Dogg, so Jimmy Kimmel was saying that in their family, they celebrate half birthdays. And he knew that Snoop Dogg's birthday was 10/20, and he did the math. And it's like, oh, or no, he did it the opposite way. 4/20 is like, I wonder if there's any.
Oh, that's the halfway point.
Yeah, the halfway point in the year where this would be someone interesting, and maybe we can make a bit out of it. And it happened to be Snoop Dogg's birthday, so he went with it, and he like had this creed and everything.
I see.
Yeah, it was and Snoop Dogg got all emotional about it.
I see.
He didn't cry or anything,
dog-
but he was like he was very flattered. He was very flattered.
I don't know how he has made being a thug commercialized. Like Tupac, it wasn't okay. Biggie, it wasn't okay. But Snoop Dogg, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is now because it's been 30 years.
Right.
But I wonder
It wasn't
why-
okay when he was starting to like if
Everybody who gets older gets softer
But
and
why did he slide
more
through the cracks?
you know.
Like all
because he
the-
didn't get killed.
But why didn't he get killed? Not that I want him to get killed, but why didn't he?
I
A
think
lot
for
of
the
people didn't get killed.
I think for the reason that you said. You said Snoop was never
He's too corny.
like a legit guy in the rap game. And so, you know, but murder was the case that they gave him.
I think the realest rapper out now that has the most street cred, has the
Iggy
most
Azalea.
power, has the most power and influence in the rap game is 50 Cent. He has stayed 50 his entire career. He has had albums.
He's selling vitamin water, homie.
Oh, that's not
he's
even a
still-
thing anymore.
He sells.
He's selling like home mortgage.
Yes, he's doing reverse mortgages.
But he
and-
stayed
yeah.
50 the entire time. He has power. He's a producer, executive producer, actor.
Yeah, if anybody who's fortunate enough to make a lot of money has power. The influence is from the influence is from the money, not from street cred.
Okay, Ice-T got
His
power and influence.
His only, of course.
He doesn't have
50
the same
cents.
cred.
50 cents only street cred is he got shot 9 times and lived.
No, but
yes,
not just that, but on top, like his rap game was on point. He was like he had #1 hits. The vitamin water thing, his MTV Cribs, and also I think the fact that his mom died at a young age, very like tragically, like she was burned alive. He saw that. He was like, after I saw
what's that got to do with him?
I'm gonna tell
50
you.
Cent ain't had a hit in 20 years. What are you talking about?
There was a 50 Cent hit not too long ago.
No.
No, 50 Cent song, not a 50 Cent hit.
But
Listen, if you have hit after hit after hit, you don't start pimping reverse mortgages.
nah, give me 50 Cent
You're
all
like-
day, every day. I would go see a 50 Cent
I
on
met him,
tour.
you know, back in the day. I mean, nice guy, but
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
it's still Iggy Azalea for me. I mean, 50 Cent ain't talking about toothless bees.
He's also not Donnie from Wild Thornberrys neither.
I don't know what the hell that
I
means.
know you don't, but if you look up, actually, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers plays Donnie, and he makes the same noises that Iggy Azalea just did. But I would rather see 50 Cent on tour any day than Snoop Dogg, and that's just me.
Okay. Snoop was joking with the emotion because it was a big joke on Kimmel. Okay, yeah, I didn't see it.
Well,
but,
I mean, it's like it's a bit,
is a comedy
but it
show.
was like he was. But like there was actual like the fact that they came up with this, like he was, you know, honored. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
well,
he didn't
listen.
actually like. God, people. Some of the people that listen to the show, and they
I can't wait
think
to correct you.
they're just like,
Why?
no,
On
it was
what?
a bit. He was just joking with the emotion.
Oh,
And
but
I'm
that's
like,
okay. That's fine. I
But
didn't
like, why even bring that up?
Why
Like,
you
why
mad?
say that?
because they
Like,
want
what
to
is wrong with you?
They want to let us know.
But I know. I watched it. I know.
They don't want us to be. I didn't see it.
Oh my
so
God.
They don't want us to be. They want devotion to accuracy.
There is no devotion to accuracy there. It's a TV show bit.
Get him, Bill.
It's a whole thing. The whole idea.
You said Snoop got emotional.
I said he got, yeah.
I didn't see
Because
it.
I'm trying to get people to understand the situation. Like, I didn't think he didn't think that President Biden made DoggFather's Day. God, I am.
Well, I don't know. I'm with them. I didn't see it, so I'm taking it at face value. I thought maybe he had a declaration from the city of L.A.
No,
or from Gavin Newsom, the governor.
he
or
says
something.
Jizimmy Kazimmel like it's a bit, like it's.
Jizimmy Kazimmel. Is it the Izzle still a thing? Is he still doing that?
I mean,
Like even that's played out.
when you bring up Snoop Dogg, yeah, you still can bring that out of cobwebs for a little bit, out of mothballs.
All right.
Oh,
Listen, the only cat with
whoever
credit.
text that, quit being so literal. It's annoying.
Maybe they were just informing me.
Well, you can watch it later and you can inform yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Alan Ice-T is pimping Car Shield. Well, I don't know what that is, but yeah, okay. Listen,
They're all taking money wherever
I was
they
going to say,
can.
the concept of selling out was never a thing in rap and hip hop. It was just about making money, hustling, whatever. It was all the rock and roll guys who were like, I'm not selling out. Rap guys were like, fine, I'll do it. I don't care. Because the cred is in the making of the money. That's where the cred is.
It was a bit on Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, you mean it wasn't an international ceremony?
Yeah.
The only guy still making it happen is Kendrick Lamar. Full stop.
Does he have a clothing line and a perfume line? And
I thought you were talking about rap and hip hop cred.
I am.
Well, it ain't 50 Cent.
But he doesn't. But I'm talking about someone who has all of the above. 50 Cent has not changed being from 50 Cent. He did not sell out and become a character to be more commercial. He still is the same 50 Cent that we heard from in the rap music. So he has the album sales. He has the endorsement deals. He has the TV credentials. I feel like he's the most powerful guy in rap music because he's the most influential without changing.
I don't even think he would say that he's the most powerful guy in the rap game.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
I
you
feel
might
like
you might be right, but
I was gonna say I feel like Diddy, his cred is like
he
Wayne.
wasn't 50 Cent doing like bar appearances a few years ago to like help pay some bills or something?
Yes, he had some fallow times because he needed. I don't think this guy wanted to rev everything back up again. I think once you get to a point where your whole revenue stream is vodka and reverse mortgages, you're like, I don't need to make new records. But he went bankrupt.
That's what it was.
He
yeah.
had a big house that he had like the biggest house in the state of Connecticut. And I think he sold it or something.
He had like $32 million in back taxes.
No, that's taxes. So that didn't miss.
Yeah, but you're 32 million. No, but you're 32 million in the hole. He's like, yeah, I got like $50 million in debt.
Yeah, but if he's worth $100 million,
I don't. Wasn't. That was the
worth?
problem. He's like, my debt's equal to my assets. Damn. That's not good.
Net worth 2023. Oh, only 40 million. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when you start doing, and a lot of these guys too, it's almost not their fault because you end up with a ton of money. Just because you're involved in the investment doesn't mean it's going to kill. There isn't always a Beats by Dre, right? Which are garbage headphones, by the way.
Yes,
but it was all marketing. It was all marketing. So a lot of these guys, they invest in things that flop. It's not their fault. They just put money into something that didn't fly. And so if you have enough bad investments, you're in trouble. Or you got your friends that want you to be in on stuff, or it's a whole thing. Who knows? I got a break here. You want to send a text, 35192. You want to watch live, you can go to alancoxshow.com. I'll have that trip to L.A. for you around 5 o'clock. We're doing our Alter Ego Festival in L.A. in January. And so another one of those trips coming up.